Hello everybody, this is John with you from P Consultancy and
Michael from 101 Media Group. I mean, making John laugh off screen, so he almost forgot who he was.
I know who I am, Michael, and I know what I'm about. We do have a lot of fun off screen and we do have a lot of fun on screen because we want to be real with you and authentic. This is who we are, both on and off screen. We have a lot of fun and we are passionate about helping businesses all over the globe do business better and putting skills into your hands and into your hearts and into your heads so you can actually really do what you want to do and see that passion, that ability, that reality of you doing business better is just so motivating for us. And we get that from the questions that we're getting from people all over the world, which is inspiring, really inspiring.
I mean, I think your last question came from, I mean, when we say all over the world, we mean all, I mean, the last one came from Portugal.
It did, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
It is, it's great. And today what we want to do, I want to give you a little bit of a something to think about. And this is today's content. We're talking about, our theme today is the fifth P.
The fifth letter P.
That's right. And in Australia, we like having jokes about P.
Yeah.
So if you want to find some Aussie jokes, we're really good at Aussie jokes about that. But this is not quite that. This is really something else. And I want to use the illustration of us going to the doctors. And when we go to the doctors, we sit in the waiting room. And we're told to wait, and we fill in the form. I've been to a few doctors' rooms, and you fill all the form details in, and so they know who you are, and so they know where they send the bill, and etc. Where they can draw down from the.
Do you notice they get that information first?
Oh, yes, they do. It's really smart. Or the kind of insurance stuff that you actually have. So all of that gets sorted, and then you get called into the doctor's surgery, and what does he do? He actually checks what's going on in your ear, your nose and your throat. He wants to check your temperature, wants to check your blood pressure, your heart, your lungs, all of those kind of basic tests. And he wants to figure out what signals are they saying. Now he's asked the question, what's wrong with you? But he wants to get some of those signals so when you've told him what's wrong and when he checks your metrics, he can then start saying, that's what he's told me, the body's telling me this. And so when we're talking about this, we know that in business, the 4 Ps are.
Oh, don't test me. I knew he was going to do that.
Prospects, process, people,
profits.
And they are standard Ps that we know about in business.
And so, I like the order you put them in.
So it's really important.
Yes, the order is
linear. It really is linear. And it's deliberately linear that way. And so yes, those 4 Ps get played around a bit, but I have a really important prospects, process, people, lastly, always profits. Now we know about those in business. So when a business coach like myself comes into the room, we're often having that conversation. We want to get a gauge. Now you've told me something, then I'm going to check against the 4 Ps.
Against the 4 Ps.
Because I want to know what's happening with the prospects, what's the dynamic of sales, etc. You know, what processes, what's your standard operating procedures. You know, what's going on with your hiring and dynamic. And then how is that working out so you're actually achieving what you want to achieve, and that is productivity and profitability.
I'm sitting here trying to work out the fifth one. You know that, don't you?
Yes. We're not quite gone there.
Because before he came on, he said it, and I'm going, so what is it? He went, no, you have to wait.
That's right, absolutely. And I think that's part of the dynamic, because I think if you understand, before you can get to the fifth P, you actually have to understand the first 4 Ps and what they're actually trying to do for you. And that's why I use the doctor's surgery analogy to help you understand what we're doing. And that's what a coach does when he's working with a business. And that's what I do. And I've actually got both a workbook that goes with that, and a diagnostic sheet to help people understand those.
And one thing I'm going to say here, this is, and I'm going to let the cat out of the bag.
Go on, yes.
But starting next year.
Oh yes, next year. This is really exciting.
John's going to have a special channel. So those that want to support us, so we're trying to get this information out. So not costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, but just for a couple of dollars, we're going to actually reinvent coaching.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And when you're talking about all these tools, it's going to make a spot where we can join as a community. We all chip in to help with the cost of broadcast and the internet.
Absolutely,
But share all this information one-to-one with people. I think it's very, very exciting.
Oh, it is, yes.
And it was something you said, and I just want to cap for people that the reason prospects are first is because without customers, you can't build your process.
Correct.
Then you need your process, and then you need people to help you with your process, and then your profits will come.
Yeah, absolutely, it works. And we're practicing that here at 101 Media Group, because I work with Michael in helping build this business, and we've been doing this now for about 18 months or so, and we're doing that process. And so all the time, Michael actually gets the coaching while we're doing this, as well as our other coaching that we do, and it really is really exciting. So I want you to understand the vitalities of your business.
And one thing I'll say, so if someone says, well, does it work? Now, you've been with me, and how many people have tried to do an internet radio station and they're not here anymore, or they've shipped them off? We've got over 900,000 listeners.
So what's the actual, you know the actual figure today?
900,000 and I think 78.
Wow.
So I think the point, apart from the brag, is that, is it works.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
The systems actually work.
Correct.
And we prove it over and over again.
And we're not working yet on the profits, are we?
No.
So that's
distressing.
we know by building these the dynamics of prospects, 900,000. We know the processes we're working on, and they're being refined all the time. And we understand the people engagement of what's actually taking place in that. We know the profit will take care of itself, and that's why we're launching next year, really helping you take it to the next level, because there are so many other resources that I actually have, and we want to get them to you. So the dynamics of what we're talking about in the fifth P, because I want to really help you understand, you've got to have the four working for you, and what are the vital signs for you and for your business. Really important.
Absolutely.
So how are we doing?
I think we'll take a quick break and leave them in suspense. We'll do a home and away moment.
Okay, what's a home and away moment?
Where they leave you in suspense and take a break.
Okay, all right, let's do that. Sounds great. Home and away is an Aussie show, so check it out on online. Absolutely.
So we'll be back. Don't forget, leave your comments below.
Yes, please.
Give us your ideas and some thoughts about a worldwide mastermind group. Hasn't been done in my knowledge. Worldwide mastermind group coming up. Going to be sensational.
It is going to be sensational.
So hit subscribe and the bell so you can keep notified.
We'll be back real soon.